because the arbor nut is stuck. All right, guys, so we have our miter saw here, and the problem with the miter saw is the blade cannot be taken off. And why is that? Because the arbor nut is stuck. This nut, which is actually a bolt, requires an Allen wrench to take it off. But when you put an Allen wrench in there, it doesn't grip at all because this is stripped. Now, you may be asking, how did it get stripped? Well, if you're not paying attention, you may not know that this is a reverse threaded nut or bolt. With reverse threaded bolts or nuts, when you turn it clockwise, you're actually loosening it. When you turn it counterclockwise, you're actually tightening it. Reverse threaded or left-handed threaded bolts or nuts are used on machinery a lot to prevent unintentional loosening, which is more common on regular bolts or nuts or right-handed threaded bolts or nuts. And if you're not paying attention, when you go to take it off or loosen it, you may forget that it's a reverse threaded nut or bolt, and you turn it counterclockwise thinking that you're loosening it and you're actually tightening it. And then you're wondering why it's not coming off. So you keep turning it in that direction, tightening it even more until it strips. And that's what happened here. And now you can't even get your blade off. All right, so one way to remove a stubborn bolt is with an easy out set like this one. I showed you how to use it in a previous video. The problem with this easy out set is that it's only made for right-handed threaded bolts. This is a reverse threaded or left-handed threaded bolt. So this is not gonna work. Another solution is to go grab a vice grip, but the blade has to stay still while you're trying to remove the bolt. Otherwise it's gonna spin and you're not gonna get anywhere. That's what this button is for. It's the spindle lock button. It locks in the spindle so the blade won't spin while you're removing the arbor nut or bolt. You may hear somebody say, well, take a block of wood and put it underneath the blade to stop it from spinning while you're removing the bolt. But now you got to go find the right size block of wood to put under there. Another solution for locking the spindle in or stopping the blade from spinning is to press the spindle lock button. When you press the button, you see this metal strip extend from underneath the motor right there. What I would do is take another vice grip, a smaller one, stick it under here, and clamp it to the strip. That way you'll hold your spindle lock in place without you having to keep your finger on the button. All right, so now your spindle lock's being held down by the vice grip and your blade won't spin when you're trying to remove the bolt or the arbor nut. Now we can take our other vice grip, and remember you want to turn it clockwise to loosen it. Sometimes it's just a matter of not paying attention to the directions on the tool itself. Here's an illustration showing you in what direction you need to turn it to loosen it. There's the arrow pointing in a clockwise direction. And they even provide the Allen wrench for you right here. All right, so this is our arbor nut, and we know it's stripped, so it can't be used again unless we use the vice grip method, which can be a hassle, especially if you don't have vice grips around all the time. Not if you're a DIYer, of course. Vice grips are a must. But let's look at some other alternatives. You can buy a replacement arbor nut. You can drill and tap this hole and use another bolt or piece of metal to put in it and weld it to it. Or you can get even more creative without having to buy another arbor nut. How about flattening two sides of this arbor nut to make it easy for a crescent wrench to slide onto it? I'm going to use an angle grinder with a flap disc made from metal. We're going to take our arbor nut and put it in this vise, but we're going to wrap the threads of the arbor nut with some scrap cardboard so they won't get damaged when we put it in the vise. Don't forget to put your safety glasses on. All right, so we squared out the head of the arbor nut so we can use a crescent wrench on it to take it off or tighten it. When you're putting your blade on, you want the teeth to point away from you because the blade is going to be spinning this way when it's cutting the material. Remember, we're going to be turning it counterclockwise this way to tighten it, okay? Remember, we're still holding our spindle lock down in the lock position with our vice grip. And we can take our crescent wrench. Hi guys, I know sometimes when it comes to those home improvement projects, it can be overwhelming and you just don't know where to start. That's why I'm inviting you to go and grab this simple home improvement planner that'll take all the stress off. It works on any device with a PDF reader. You don't need any special software. You can view it online or offline. You can even print specific pages if you need. And it's so easy to share with contractors or family. You can set and track your total budget. You can break down costs by category. You can record material expenses, track contractor payments, keep digital receipts. You can compare estimated versus actual costs. And the great thing about it is you can monitor your spending in real time. And the best part about it is you can document your whole journey because it allows you to take before and after pictures for each room or area of your home or space. Guys, this is the perfect planner to get started, especially if you're beginning on your DIY journey. You want to start it off right. So go grab the Calibrate Home Improvement Planner. I'll leave the link in the description below. And you guys have a great one.